Hello, beautiful people. I've got an interesting question for you. Is it possible you are stressed out because you don't have enough on your plate? Interesting. Let's think about it. Now, one thing that's definitely possible is I might be weird, and this might only apply to me, so I guess I'm about to find out. But I have this theory that one of the reasons we get stressed out is we don't have enough going on. We don't have enough on our plate. I know that sounds crazy, but follow my logic on this. Anytime you find yourself feeling overwhelmed and stressed out, think about those times in your life when you thought you had all you can handle on your plate, and then something else came up, something gigantic that dwarfed everything else you've been dealing with, and suddenly you felt a sense of peace, of calm, of command and control. Like, yeah, I'm gonna handle this, baby. Haven't you felt that way before? Think about it. What happens in those moments where you decide you're no longer stressed out and overwhelmed, you're galvanized to take some action, to get moving, to get things fixed, to get things back on track, to do what it takes, and nothing can slow you down? Haven't you felt that way before? I mean, sometimes to the point that you irritate people around you who are like, why aren't you more worried about the situation? Why don't you take it more seriously? And you're thinking, I'm taking it more seriously than you are because I'm actually doing something about it. There is truth here that if you can accept it, it will set you free. Remember the saying, the truth will set you free, but first it'll piss you off. So am I saying that you should, if you're feeling stressed out and overwhelmed, that you should just create more problems for yourself so you'll feel better? No. Far be it from me to say that. I'm just saying that if you can reach this place because something else gets added to your plate, either add some things to your plate or just decide to move to this emotional place right now where you're ready. You're like, bring it on. So I really want to explain my thinking on this because I believe you'll agree with me once you see how I'm going to illustrate the principle that I'm working on here. Let's take a look at your problem. Let's say this black circle represents your normal level of thinking. This is your everyday thinking when everything's going all right and you're just thinking in your habitual thought patterns. This is how you think. So what happens when a problem comes along that's something you can solve, but it's still a problem? What if it's lots of little problems like most of us live with all the time? You get this free-floating anxiety. Sometimes it's just free-floating anxiety of an undetermined origin, and sometimes it's a total panic attack, but you get the idea. It pushes the boundaries of our normal thinking, but it doesn't push far enough. Just enough to make us uncomfortable, but not enough to make us change. Then along comes a next level problem. And along with that problem comes more anxiety. Now, one thing's clear. Whatever we did to solve this problem is not going to solve this problem, because this is a next level problem, so we need a next level solution. And that looks a lot like this. This next level thinking encompasses all the other problems, anxieties, and panic attacks because we're thinking at a whole different level. And this is why when we get enough loaded onto our plate, we have that breakthrough. We're thinking at the next level. We realize, you know, the way I normally solve these problems is not going to work. I have to call in more help. I have to hire new people. We need new machinery, new processes, new facilities, new ways of thinking about how we do business. Shifting to that next level does not have to wait for a gigantic problem to come along. You always had the ability to do it. You just got enough motivation to shift when you got a big enough problem. What if you thought about this before you had the big problem, skipped the big problem altogether, and just went straight to the next level thinking? And that's what I'm encouraging you to think about over the next few days. How can you start operating with next level thinking before the problem comes along? That's worth pondering. What do you think? Am I onto something here? I'd love to get your comments below. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Hit subscribe. Click the bell. You get a notification when I make a new video. Until next time, I wish you peace, power, and prosperity.